Jannik, welcome back to Shanghai is defending champion. Of course, you just won China Open yesterday as well. How much do you like to play in China, and what can you say about your fans here?
Yeah, of course, it feels great to be back here. It's a very special tournament, obviously the last one we have in Asia again. So it's great to come back here. Of course, conditions are definitely different than Beijing, so I have only one practice session to get ready, but let's see. You know, it's gonna be a very, very difficult and tough challenge, especially the first round match. It's you never know what's gonna happen, so let's see, but I'm obviously very happy to be back here and play in front of Shanghai fans.
Aunque llega con confianza tras conquistar Pekín, el propio Sinner sabe que las condiciones en Shanghái son diferentes y que apenas tendrá tiempo de adaptación. Eso abre la posibilidad de un inicio titubeante en las primeras rondas, donde la transición puede pesar más que la inercia del título previo.
Congratulations on the Beijing title. You talked about that after the U.S. Open. You were going to make some changes in your game a little bit. Do you feel like you implemented them pretty well in Beijing and the way you played all week?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not the only one who is changing. You know, here, if you ask every player is changing stuff and trying to get better. And so, you know, what we try to do is, they're not crazy steps, you know, just trying to adjust a couple of things, trying to get better as a player, like everyone else does, and yeah, I mean, that's it. Certain shots they worked slightly better than the months before. Certain shots we can still improve, but you know, it's also normal, and I'm just looking forward to have as many matches as possible, you know, in every tournament. So this gives me also the chance to try as many things as possible now. So let's see. But yeah, we are quite happy with the work we're doing.
Los ajustes que hizo no son radicales, pero ya funcionaron en Pekín. Ahora queda ver si puede consolidarlos en Shanghái frente a rivales top, si mantiene esa mejora en los golpes clave, especialmente en su servicio y resto, podría ser una señal de que está entrando en su mejor versión.
Hi, Rebecca Bailey, AFP. You mentioned you're only going to have one practice session. You flew down yesterday, and a lot of other players have been talking about the schedule. Do you agree with other players who've expressed criticism of the schedule and called for it to be modified so players can rest more?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to criticize anything. No, for me, everyone thinks in different ways. We can still, as I always say, we can still choose. You know, as players, you just have to understand what the priority is for ourselves. I always made choices, even last year. You know, sometimes jumping some tournaments, but the schedule is what it is. You know, we are if you want to play tournament, you have to play tournament. If not, you make another choice to or rest or practice, you know, and that's it. So yeah, it is what it is.
Sinner evita el enfrentamiento, pero deja claro que está eligiendo sus batallas. No quiere quemarse en todos los torneos, lo cual indica que podría priorizar el Masters de fin de año sobre forzar demasiado aquí. Sus decisiones de calendario muestran una mentalidad más estratégica a largo plazo.
Just looking over the Beijing stats, you're very impressive on the breakpoint save, 21 out of 26 for the week, only been broken. You know, and for the season, you're at 73% on breakpoint saved. And just talk about, is that one of the part of your game that you've actually improved a lot on you know, just on the pressure points, on the breakpoint saved, and serving overall?
I think it's something I won't say natural, but you know, in that moment you don't think about these stats. You know, I always try to stick into what the best choice would be in that moment, and at times it works very well, and at times, you know, you just made mistakes, and it's normal, and you have to accept it. But General things, I always try to push myself to the limits, trying to put myself in a position where I can say that I'm doing the right choices on court. You can make mistakes and it's fine, and that this is how I go into pressure moments and difficult moments.
Más allá de los números, lo que revela es su madurez mental. Salvó más del 80% de las pelotas de quiebre en Pekín, algo que no siempre es sostenible, pero sí un síntoma de que está aprendiendo a responder bajo presión. En Shanghái veremos si esa solidez se convierte en tendencia real.
Hi, I just wanted to ask how you're feeling because I think you had some stomach issues earlier in the week. So have you recovered? How are you feeling about playing again?
Yeah. I feel good. I said it before the final that I'm ready for the final, and so it was. And here it's different. It's more humid. It's hotter. So I don't know how it's gonna feel on court. But you know, today I have one day where I can rest, and tomorrow I'm gonna have more feedback for my body and mind, and trying to prepare the first round match, and then we'll see how it goes. But I'm looking forward to it. Great challenges, playing first round matches are never easy, so let's see what's coming, and hopefully I can show some good tennis here.
Aunque asegura estar recuperado, la humedad y el calor de Shanghái pueden ser un factor crítico. Si sus partidos se alargan, el desgaste puede convertirse en un problema. En cambio, si logra victorias rápidas, podría llegar muy fresco a las rondas decisivas.